All right, here's a really quick one on HARO link building for e-commerce stores. So if you're a new e-commerce store, or sometimes even established e-commerce stores, if you don't focus on increasing the authority of your website over time, then you won't rank as well as you want to do when you start getting overtaken by competition. So one way of continually getting in very high quality links that are very natural links, not paid for, not against Google's T's and C's and things like that, is through HARO. So it's not actually called HARO anymore. We still kind of call it internally, but HARO is basically um, a service now called connectivity where journalists will look for experts on particular things. So, they cover lots of niches like travel and business and things like that. Every day, they're generally asking hundreds of questions, and they're seeking an expert in those particular areas to give them an answer. And if you provide a good answer and you get chosen, then what happens is you get a link from quite a well-known website a lot of the time. Um, so yeah, the service was called HARO, now it's called Connectivity, but there's also a bunch of other services that do the exact same thing now. So Featured and Quoted are two more examples, and there's probably another three or four that do exactly the same thing. Um, so why does HARO work well for e-commerce stores? Then, as I mentioned, the top there, unless you continue improving the authority, it's going to be difficult to compete. For most e-commerce stores, there's probably one or two really big sites they're always competing with, and then there's a bunch of kind of competition that are at similar levels. So, improving the authority of your website, your domain, is one of the differentiators you can make to really kind of rank better. Um, so that's the overarching reason why you want to do it. Generally, there's a good fit for most e-commerce stores because journalists are looking for answers on a wide range of topics. So, generally speaking, it's going to be a good fit topically. Um, you're going to end up with top tier links, very high DR on average. So, we often get links in the DR80s, the DR90s from websites that get millions of views per month. So, very powerful websites. It just helps to generally build up the domain strength of the website over time in a nice and natural way. And on top of that, which we doing these kind of links, an advantage you get over them, over doing things like guest posting, is it does help with brand building as well. Gets the brand name out there, gets it seen by people. So, if you're getting links on these very big established websites, people are going to start seeing the brand name, start clicking through, start. It's going to also help Google understand the brand a little bit more. And with these types of links, there's effectively zero algorithmic risk. So what that means is they're very safe links. It would be very unusual to get any kind of penalty for building these types of links. They're extremely, what you might call white hat. So that is why you should want to do HARO links for e-commerce stores. So just quickly to move on to how you do those. So firstly, what you're going to do is you want to build up a bit of a profile. You want to kind of look back at things you've done in the past. Where have you been featured in the past? What kind of how can you show journalists kind of credibility that you are the right person to answer their particular query? So build a little profile. One or two lines, few sentences on you, where you've been featured, and that kind of thing. Make sure you have a biopic ready. Put that into a template. Make sure you kind of have that in your email system so you can quickly pull up that template so you don't have to rewrite that every single time. Make sure you provide all the necessary information, your business name, URL, social media profiles, and that kind of thing. And then once you have that ready, you basically just monitor those services. So, connectivity or whichever one of those you decide to go with, or all of them. Check those daily, weekly, whatever works for you, and just start answering the queries that are relevant to you and that you can provide a really good answer on. So, do your pitch, keep it short, succinct, and actionable. So, journalists don't want 1,000 words; they want 50, 100, 200 words. Depending on what they're asking, it's going to be a different amount of words. But just focus on it being unique from your point of expertise, essentially. So a lot of journalists get spammed with AI generated answers these days. So it's very easy to actually stand out by giving an answer that is actually based on real life, something you've actually had real life experience on and actually learned from. And then a bonus you really want to do, if possible, is track those results. So if you're sending 10 responses per week, how many links are you getting from those? And that way you can kind of learn from the data. If you kind of not getting results, what are you doing wrong? Is your profile not good enough? Are you using the wrong services for you? Are you not answering pitches well? So basically, I'd say it's an essential to track the numbers, because ultimately you want to know how well this works, how much time you want to spend on this. So if you do all that, here's the kind of results you can expect. So here are links we've got for clients over the past few weeks. So this is on Oregon State University, a DR88, 1.3 million traffic that website gets, so a lot of traffic. This is on MSN, so DR92, 31 million monthly traffic. And this is Tech Bullion, DR79, 75k traffic. So these are just a few links from the past few weeks. As you can see, extremely powerful links. We doesn't take too many of these links coming in each month to start making quite an impact on the authority of the website. And this is something we do for all our e-commerce clients as standard. So as soon as we take them on, we just start slowly building these links up. Maybe we'll get, a handful of these links per month. But for sites without much authority, that can have a pretty decent impact, even at that kind of low level. So yeah, hope that's useful. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on.